Now we'll look at the summer portal from the parent's perspective. When the parent first comes to the portal, it'll look something like this. There would be a login, and there would be an option for them to create a new account if they don't have one already. Parents will already have accounts if they actually have students in the academic divisions or if they have applied recently to the school. I'll go ahead and start from the beginning. So I'm not going to use my existing account. I'll go ahead and create a new account by clicking here. You'll be asked to enter required information to create a new user. So in this case, I just have to enter a last name and an email. So I'll go ahead and create a sample family. Next, I'll need to enter the camper information, so I'll go ahead and create a sample camper. And the grade level and birth date is important because, as we saw previously, you might have classes that look at these parameters to determine whether the student can sign up for certain classes. In my example, I didn't have any limitations based on the grade levels, but I did have limitations based on the birth date. So I'll pick a grade level, let's say a 5, and I think someone would have to be born around 2011 to be in 5th grade. So I'll go ahead and put something in here. So I'll go ahead and do 22711 and click next. And then you'll see the form. It'll take you through each page. So in my example, I have primary household. Once I click next, then it'll take me to the secondary household and a few other pages. Once I complete all of those sections, I'll be taken to a place where I can select my classes. I'll go ahead and skip forward to the screen where I actually pick the classes, and in the meantime I'll go ahead and complete these sections. I have completed all the required sections, so these sections can be set up by the school depending on whatever information they would like to collect. So these are customizable. In my example, I asked for the family information, I asked for the camper information, what t-shirt size they may have, what school they came from. I asked for emergency information. I asked for medical information, name of the doctor, health insurance provider, and so forth. And I finally asked for different types of consents. Once the parent completes all the required pages, they'll be brought to a screen that says camp selection, and again the instructions can be, this page can be modified by the school as they need to, and then the parent will click proceed, and it will take them to a registration page where they'll see the classes that are available to that student. Because the student is a boy, I can see the boys soccer classes and so forth. So it only shows me classes that are applicable to my child. I'll go ahead and pick a few classes. Then I have the option to select classes for any other child that I might have by clicking make selections for siblings, or I can just continue and make my payment. So I'll go ahead and click submit. And as I had discussed earlier, you can see how the system catches any conflict. So because baseball is conflicting with boys soccer, I cannot pick them both at the same time. So I have to pick one or the other. So I'll go ahead and uncheck boys soccer and just select baseball and handwork day camp. I'll go ahead and click submit. This is a page where they'll be entering their payments. So as we talked earlier, you could have a deposit only, or you could force parents to pay the full amount. In this example, I have allowed them to pay the deposit only, but if I want, I could also pay in full. Moreover, we have the option to give waiver codes to parents. So if you have any family that needs any sort of financial assistance, you can give them a waiver code, and that waiver code can be used to provide them with a discount. Moreover, we have the options to set up discounts based on the camps they select. We also have waiver codes or discounts for early bird camps. So if someone signs up before a particular deadline, then they could get certain discounts that someone else would not get if they sign up after a specific date. I'll go ahead and enter some fake credit card information, actually e-check information, and then I'll go ahead and submit this application. So in this example, I'll just go ahead and pay the deposit only, which is $100. And then I'll use this fake information that I have here. So it says account number this. I'll go ahead and pick this. And then I'll go ahead and put in this number here. George Robertson, and then okay. Once a parent verifies the correct amounts, they put in their information, they can click submit. This is a thank you page. It just has a general message. Thank you for making camp selections for Robertson family. This message can be customized by the school. And in here I have added a link that says click here to review your registration. So when the parent clicks here, they're taken to a dashboard where they can review their current statement. So in my example, I see that e-check camps, I have a receipt for $100, and the invoice for all my summer camps is $635, and so the total remaining balance is $535. And if I click on the 635, I can actually see the breakdown of what camps I had selected. So handwork day camp was $435 and the baseball one was $200. And then underneath it, I've also added a current schedule so I can see my student and what classes they have signed up for and what weeks and times they have signed up for those classes. And on the left hand side, I have select camper. This is used, let's say that I have this student and I sign him up for a couple of classes, and then next week I'd like to add another class to his schedule. I can click the select link here, and I can just go through the application. Because I've completed everything beforehand, I can go to camp selection and proceed, and I can just add another class or few classes if I like. To go back to that dashboard, you can click select camper at any time and it'll bring you back to this dashboard. And this is also the home page when the parent logs in. So in my example, I had started as a brand new family, but if this parent were to need to access this summer module again, they would just log in using the login credentials that they had received in an email. When they log in, they can select their camper. They can also add a new camper. What that means is that if you have another child that you would like to add to the summer module, and if you like to sign him or her up for classes, you can click add camper here and then complete the same sort of application that you did for your first student. On the right hand side, I also have a pay button. If I click this pay button, I'll be taken to a place where I can pay remaining balance. So parents have the option to either pay their full amount or they can pay a deposit and later on they can pay rest of their remaining balance. So on this screen I can review and make sure, okay, I have this much remaining balance, and then I can use a credit card or e-check to pay off this balance.